And I'm here with my Hobonichi cousin to show you what I did, how I separated it into two books, and I'll show you the technique in a little bit, but here's the end result. I took this part, was actually in here, and you can see how much more bulky that made the book. And I just realized that I would, you know, this was just 5 months, and so another 7 months in here would get rather bulky. It was still very manageable now, but I was at a good stopping place, so I decided to divide it. I mean, as in, it was at the month ended with the end of a signature. So I have removed a section, and so now I have my weeks and months are still all together, but my daily pages begin with June 1st now in my book. And then I have this other book that is all complete. It is January through May, which I did a flip through last week if you missed that. So, but I'm going to just spend a little time now showing you exactly how I did that and what I did to make this book and what I'm going to be doing from there. I'm going to do an experiment for the month of June and use another little notebook as my daily pages, use my daily pages in my Hobonichi for some more like business related things, and I'm just experimenting with that for the month of June. Then I'll decide after that whether I want to go back to using the daily pages in here or whether I want to use a separate journal. Now, even though they're separate books, I put these together in a traveler's notebook style thing, so they actually, you know, are like this together in my book, so they do not seem so separate. So hang on and I'll show you what I did. So I'm just carefully snipping those threads that sew the signature into the book. So if you can see, it's both glued and has sewn signatures. So I'm hoping this will work, since I'm separating out the signature. And I might not have had the courage to try this, except that I did see Courtney Diaz do this. Only she just divided her whole book into two, and I'm just trying to take something out of the middle. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to end up with. Okay, so there, I've taken that out. This book's all thin again. And this still is pretty together, I think, to be safe. I'm going to put some tape here. Holding this very tight. I'm going to just tape around. Around the edge. See how it's doing. Yeah, it seems to be okay. Okay, so I just have the last few days to finish up for May. This is just the last week of December 2021, which I know will also be in my 2022 planner. So I think that'll work. So now I just need to make a cover for this, and it'll all be good. So I'm going to go see what I can find for a cover, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so what I found here is some scrap mixed media paper. I can't remember what it's from, but it's fairly heavy paper, and I think I'll collage on it and make it even more so. So I'm just seeing what size I need to make it here. Make sure I have enough to wrap around it. That'll be great. So now I'm going to decorate this, and I think because I want it to be nice and sturdy cover, I think I'm going to do some collaging on it, so this will be a fun time to just pull out some fun papers and bits and use. That would be fun. So I've got a bunch of nice stuff, it's possibilities, and I also picked out, I'm not sure whose collage sheet this is. I wish I need a better way of keeping track. It might be Little Raven ink. Might be someone else. But I'm just going to kind of use it as to cover some background area. This one is, I know, by Courtney Diaz, Little Raven ink, and it's just cute. And since this is going to cover the beginning of the year, I think that'd be fun to use on there somewhere. So now I'm just going to start doing some gluing. I think I got my big glue stick for this project. So this was why I wasn't worried about the paper having to be super heavy, because I knew by the time I stuck all this stuff on here, it would be plenty heavy. just adding on some packing tape to seal everything in and make it good and sturdy. Okay, so now I have this divided out. I have my January through May daily pages in this book now, and that leaves me with all my months and weeks together, which was my reason for not getting the AVAC, because I want all my months and all my weeks for planning purposes together. So this little section here is where I took out this bunch of pages. So as you can see, that is going to narrow up my book quite a bit. Now I have a decision to make about how I'm going to go ahead with these pages. And the two ideas I have that I'm kind of undecided about, I'm just going to put some washi down this seam to help secure those loose strings and everything. So now, though, my two ideas are to continue just as I was before, and I'll have 7 more months, and I'll probably make it okay through that. Or my other idea of how to use these daily pages was to just keep it more business related, so like kind of expanded to-do list plus expenditures and income recorded each day as they come, and so on through the rest of the year. I have done a few pages, I don't think very many though. There's a few things that I've kind of pre-decorated through here, but not much. So that has the advantage of keeping this purely functional, and it's not going to be much fatter than this. I can still do a little bit of decorating in here as I want to, but this would all be more functional. Then I would have to use something different, like a notebook like this or something to do, like this would be June. So I don't know. I'm really kind of undecided which way I want to go with that. What I might do is try it for a month. Do this for the month of June and do my business record keeping in here. Then I'll have a better idea what I want to do next year. And then if I decide to jump back in here, I can. I don't know. It's tough, guys. I already have, it's already not going to be the complete year because I've taken out January through May. So it would not be such a big deal to also have June not in here. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But I am happy with this decision. So I think this is nice. I will have fun finishing up these last 3 pages of May in this book. I also realize I really enjoy the freedom of being able to expand it, you know, on some special days. I can do a tip in and make it be more. Don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I'm leaning towards experimenting with June, at least. And giving it a try in a separate journal. But what I will do is I will go ahead and go through and date all the pages, because I definitely need the accountability of dated pages to know where I am. And I really like, I know that challenge of the daily creativity is good for me, and I enjoy it, but I need the pages marked for me ahead. So I will probably do that and just pre-decorate. So then the other question is, I also have this one that's beautiful that I got from Lovelin's Life. It's full of grid paper. I also, you know, am so happy with how, I think what I would do, because I love using this Tomoe River paper. I've gotten hooked on it. So I think what I would do is get just some notebooks of it, you know, to do the future months in. But for June, I'll just make do. I think maybe, no, I don't really like this cover. I think I would recover it, but that's not a problem. It does have the, if I do, you know, each day as a spread, it has the exact right number for, or it could be June and July, and I could do, you know, 2 pages. I don't know. It might be fun to try the bigger format, though, of having a whole spread. Tough one, guys. So many decisions. I'm going to count these pages. Okay, so I've taken out the January to May daily pages out of the middle of my Hobonichi Cousin. And this is where those were. So this divides the weekly pages from the daily pages. And I'm just going to try and experiment for the month of June and have a separate little journal that I'm going to do my daily pages. And I'm going to just use this as purely business things that I need to keep track of. I've kind of done both, except for I don't really do my expenses and financial things in here. I do have some record of commissions and things like that, but I think I'll just try for June anyway to keep those all in here, and that way all my practical stuff is together, and then have a separate book for the month of June. So I'm going to try that. This book is the cover is art by Lovelin's Life that I got from her Etsy shop, and I'm just going to experiment and give that a try. So I just made that decision, and the most crucial thing to making that be a success is to predate the pages. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is just get that ready to go. So I'm just going to kind of randomly decorate. I'm also going to kind of check how this paper works with watercolor and various things. So I'll probably end up speeding this up and put on some music, but I'm just going to get to work on it. have my book separated out. This one is all done, all filled in, up to date. So in this one, I'm continuing to use the weeks pages in here for planning, and I will continue to do so. I'm trying out for the month of June. I'm trying out using my daily pages a little bit differently. I'm just going to experiment with that, see how it goes. In the meantime, I've moved into this book for June, and I've done the first pages in it up until today is when I'm filming this, is Saturday the 5th, and so I'm all up to date in there, and that's how that's looking. So this, I do miss the Tomoe River paper. Otherwise, this is working out okay. So I'll just see. I'll have to let you know at the end of the month what I decide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.